Hey y'all, it's me Hetty, and here's another quick one. Easy. These are so delicious. You better make extra, or if you're planning to take them somewhere, they're gonna get eaten before you get them where they need to go. The only thing is, I have my oven preheated at 350. The wonderful thing about this is, it's how many pretzels you use. Or in my case, when I make them, I use these Snyder's Butter Snaps. Because, let me move that out of my way, I use Dove caramels. And on this side I have dark chocolate, and on this side I have milk chocolate. The only pain in the butt about this is having to unwrap them all. I have a little of my sea salt crystals, and I'm going to use very, very little of that. And remember these from yesterday? I don't know, it wasn't a very popular video, I don't get it, but whatever. I didn't hardly get any views. But anyway, just to show you, these are, I'm going to throw these away, but I want to show you. These are dark chocolate and sea salt caramel and milk chocolate and caramel. And the reason I love to use these is because, look, this is how simple this is going to be. Let me move this out of the way for a minute. All right, on one sheet. Now, I don't mix them because sometimes the dark chocolate and the milk chocolate, even if it's just a minute apart, I don't want to ruin them. So I always separate the type I'm making. You do you. I'm not going to painstakingly make you watch me put all these on here, okay? So I'm going to put all the dark chocolates on this one. I have another tray here. I'll show you. And then I'm going to put the milk chocolates on that one. And when I get all that done, I'll bring you back. I do want to make mention before I forget. I do try to keep them about an inch apart, and all this is for, you don't want them right up on each other because sometimes it'll get hot and that caramel can ooze out a little bit. And if it does, you don't want it to be ruining another one. And it won't get ruined. And you know, I've told y'all, my kids call that collateral damage. All right, I just wanted to show you, I do space them out. I'm not exact. I'm doing this just because I'm talking to y'all, but I normally just throw them on there. It doesn't matter what side they're pointing. Okay, I'll bring you back. All righty, as you can see, that was pretty quick work. Like I said, the most pain in the butt is simply having to unwrap all of these, and that's fine. So anyway, dark chocolate here, 350 degrees. We're going to go 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And then we'll come back and do step 2. And you got to work fast, though. You got to be ready for this. And by the way, as you can see, especially with these Doves, aren't these little butter snaps? They're just perfect for them. So that's why I started using these years ago. The kids always love those butter snaps. I mean, I like pretzels too, and I use pretzels at Christmas. But for this, I've gotten to where for many, many years, I've been using the Snyder's butter snaps. I hope you can get some. Okay, in the oven. I'll see you in 3 minutes. Alrighty, now since I'm filming, I did stagger these. Normally I would do them at the same time. Alright, so these are the milk chocolate ones. And all I do, of course, I toasted those pecans, toasted. And I only make, when I'm doing these for different candies and stuff, this is how I do my pecans during Christmas. And I also do snack pecans. And I'll put links to both of those somewhere in this video. And for sure at the end I will. So then look, I do mine a little differently than everybody else. So this isn't quite melted. All right, but you can see it's getting shiny. And I go ahead and lay my pecan on there. I try to pick pretty ones. But I've already made a whole bunch of these. Anyway, I'm going to finish doing these. You see what I'm doing. What I was saying is, I'm going to put this back in the oven. Now I'm going to put this back in the oven for 1 to 2 minutes. I'm going to stand over it. And when I'm going to watch it so it doesn't get too soft. And the reason I do this when it starts getting shiny, it slightly adheres, but not where you push it down. I'm not going to push it down too heavy because I don't want to push that caramel out. But anyway, now you can see why I under toasted those pecans in yesterday's video. All right, I'm going to switch, and then I'm going to show you I do just something slightly different with the dark chocolate. Okay, let me go put these back in and switch out. Alrighty, I just pulled these milk chocolate ones out, and they are soft. So I'm talking I'm barely, see, I pressed him too hard. I'm barely gonna press down just a hair just to be sure it's down in that chocolate. Not hard at all. Not hard at all. Be careful, the pecans can be a little hot. And the main thing you're gonna have to do is leave these alone. I'm being sloppy, y'all. I've already made like 40 or 50 more of these today. It's been a long day. All right, see, he leaked a little bit. It's okay. It's all good. These are great to take to the office for Christmas. These are great to just have on hand if you have people popping by. You want to offer them a little something, snack. You know, I put a lot of these things that I make. The ones I made a few years ago, there's a Christmas playlist I'll put at the end. In fact, I'll even try to put a link right there. But I do that, and I put them all together in gift bags, like I talked to y'all about before. All right, it's about time to get those dark chocolates out. So I'll see you. I'm just going to do the same thing to these. I'm going to let them all cool down, all right? Hey y'all, I just wanted to show you I am in editing and I'm realizing there is a missing segment. I've zoomed in right here just to show you this is totally optional. The only thing I do different between the two chocolates is the dark chocolate. I do take just a little bit of sea salt, and before I place that pecan half, and I've got to work quick when I do it, and that's why I say it's totally optional. But before I put the pecan half on there, I do a light smidgen of sea salt. I mean, a very light hand. If you're not sure, just omit that, okay? But I did want to share with you. As you can see, I'm going right away and putting in the pecan halves. And that's the only thing I did different between the two batches. Okay, when they've cooled down, we'll come back. Well, here they are, all cooled and ready to eat. Now, I did want to make mention, the milk chocolate ones seem to always set up ready to go before the dark chocolate. The dark chocolate stays softer for a longer period of time. So I just go about my business and I do other things and just let them sit long enough to set up, and then they'll be all right. And I did not have this happen to me this time, but I do want to show you once in a while a pecan will fall off. And you know, there's an easy fix. Just have a little icing, just have you a little can of icing or something, and just put a little dot underneath the pecan and put it back down, and just again allow it to set up so it acts like a glue. It didn't happen to me this time, but I would have shown y'all, and it's easy to do. And I'll make note, if you've been with me, you know everything's always down below. The good thing about this is there's no right or wrong way. Just go by my oven times and always look below. All ovens are different, so you're gonna remember I showed you that shiny, when that chocolate's looking shiny. And your oven could take 3.5 minutes. Your oven could take 2.5 minutes. Make a test batch and then you'll see. But again, you don't have to roast the pecans. It definitely adds to the flavor. I mean, they're good already. But the toasted, not roasted, but the toasted, I consider my roasted the ones when I've got the butter and the salt and all that on there, like the snacking pecans. And y'all have seen me before. I'll put those snacking pecans in my Christmas goodie gift bags. So, but these are just toasted, lightly toasted. You don't go all the way with them because, again, like I showed you, you're putting them back in the oven for a couple of minutes. And that, if you look at that other video, if I can speak, that is why I under toasted them both in the pan and in the oven. See, there is a method to my madness. Okay, y'all, now you know, look, all month I'm not going to be doing sweets, but I am just like y'all. I am getting my goodie bags and all that stuff together first. Cookies, next week's going to be a lot of cookies. But I'm going to have some good main entrees and some side dishes, so y'all just join me between now and Christmas. I've got it all planned out. Sometimes I'll have to mix one up or so if I'm having a bad day, but I've got enough to make it. So if one seems kind of out of the mix, it might be because I just had to slip another video in there to give me a day to recoup again and get ready to go. All right. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Okay. I'll see y'all. Bye.